It was created to be 15% cheaper, but more luxurious and technologically advanced than the BMW 5 Series, Mercedes E-Class, and Audi A6. So, does it pull it off? Let's find out about that, and also, let's find out what it's doing in America. They don't sell it in America. The Lancia Thesis. Just look at that shape. True Italian styling. Doesn't get much nicer than that. It's an extremely cool front end, and this is one of the first applications of the bi-xenon headlamps. It certainly has a nice rear too. Now that shape would be considered obscene in Japan, just like on the Infiniti J30. It really makes bold styling statements from just about any angle. Look at the Thesis badge too. That's pretty cool also. And this badge says a lot too. Lancia has been around for almost 100 years, and they've had great success in rally racing in the 70s and 80s, and today they continue to produce great luxury cars. The alloy wheels are definitely understated. They kind of remind me of the early Infiniti Q series alloys, but understated works on this car. The styling is bold enough in and of itself that you can get away with understated alloy wheels. But it is elegant and luxurious, and wow, I do dig that Italian styling. It's really an awesome shape, a little bit understated with the wheels, but it definitely says luxury and Italian styling, and to me, those are two great things. It definitely says luxury inside too. This is an interior that can keep pace with any Audi, Mercedes, BMW, or even Maserati of the day. You've got full power seats with memory. They're also heated too. And if you look at the pattern, it's very Italian. Look at the headrests. Everything is a style statement in here. To me, it has the right combination of both wood and leather. The leather-wrapped armrest doubles as storage. You get one flip-out cup holder. Here's your parking brake. Press this button, and the rear shade goes up. An extremely rare option is this 6-speed manual shifter. That makes the Thesis a true sporting sedan. You've got some storage space right here. Right above it, the dual climate control. This compartment hides controls for the CD player. The infotainment screen actually houses the navigation, which is compatible with Porsche's navigation system. You also get a trip setup, audio, a main screen. You have controls for your telephone, navigation, and also, of course, map information too. Pretty advanced for its day. Moving up on the dash, you have 2 vents, plus of course your hazard lights. There's even an airbag over there, and your gauge cluster. Tachometer, of course, and speedometer too. Also, other useful information as well. The Lancia leather-wrapped steering wheel also houses controls for your radio too. Of course, you get power windows and door locks, a bit of storage down there, and controls for your mirror, plus of course your lighting controls to control those bi-xenon headlamps. All in all, it is an extremely luxurious and comfortable interior. Of course, what else would you expect from Lancia? The sound system is Bose, and you get 2 nice speakers in back, plus airbags and seating for 3 across. The pull-down armrest also houses controls for that rear lampshade, plus your own charger. You also get full climate control in the back seat too, plus a vent in the corner also. Of course, if you're seated in the back seat, then you might want a little bit more legroom. So you just go ahead and move the front seat up, and you've got more legroom. The trunk is rather large, this being a luxury touring car, and it's got plenty of room. Seats don't fold down, but definitely enough for a nice long trip. Powering the Lancia Thesis is a 2-liter 5-cylinder turbo engine, which makes 215 horsepower. That's good enough for a 0 to 62 time of about 8 seconds. Well, in terms of pricing, this car is actually 11 years old. They made the Lancia Thesis from 2002 to about 2007. So it is an older, getting to be sort of a classic luxury vehicle. It still offers luxury, but not quite to the level that today's cars offer. You know, there's also more safety in today's cars, but what the Lancia Thesis brings really is definitely a nice sense of luxury and style, and it is plenty fast and plenty fun to drive too. It actually has an automatic air suspension, and it's actually the same one that's found in the Hyundai Equus, and also Maserati currently uses this same air suspension. So it keeps the car level, and it's also a very comfortable ride as well. Well, if you're not familiar with Lancia, you can check out my review of the Lancia Zagato, which I used to own. I'm a big fan of Lancia. I really like the Italian cars, and to me, the scarcity of Lancia really made it a great car to own. It's a bit quirky too, and I like that. But Lancia is very well known. Vincenzo Lancia was an innovator, and you can thank him for front-wheel drive. The air suspension is certainly pretty cushy, gives you a nice soft ride, and feels springy over a speed bump, but it's just comfortable. The seat's comfortable, and for its day, it's a very luxurious and technologically advanced car. So the cars it's most similar to in America, probably the Maserati Quattroporte or the Infiniti G35, which also has really cool styling and was designed to be a lot less expensive than the competition, just like this Lancia. Just sort of lugging around in second gear and gently cruising around, you can hear that turbo whine. It's getting ready to spool up when you need it. And when you do, when you mash the throttle, it's definitely a hair bit of turbo lag, but the speed does come on pretty quickly when that turbo kicks in. It's a pretty cool feeling. I like the night look. It's kind of a luxurious glow. It glows a little bit green. Looks a little bit blue in this light, but it is green. And I think it looks pretty luxurious, and it's certainly easy to see. And that's the most important thing. So how did the Lancia make it into America? Well, you can't have this car in America unless, of course, you happen to be a diplomat. Then you can get it into the country. You can pretty much drive whatever you want from your own country. The only problem is when you come to sell it, and then it's a problem because you have to sell it to another diplomat or somebody else who can handle the import-export aspects and get it federalized, and that can be very difficult. So this one is for sale. If you're interested in it, get in touch with me. It is a very cool car, and you certainly won't see another one on the block. Other than that, to get this car in America, you probably have to wait till 2027 when it's 25 years old and therefore a classic, and then the restrictions loosen up a bit. I also have a story on the show or display exemption with the Jaguar XJ220. Check that one out on YouTube. And if you like quirky cars, also check out my Renault 5 Turbo review. I think you'll like that one too. It's hard to compare a 10-year-old car in terms of luxury to modern cars, but this one does have everything you want for luxury. Heated seats, navigation, very comfortable leather seats, parking sensors, and overall, it's a very safe car. It's also a very technologically advanced car too, on par with certainly anything of its day. And the fact that it's a Lancia, and the fact that it's rare, and the fact that it has such a beautiful shape, to me, really make it a very desirable car. And for the money that the owner is asking for this one, I don't think you can beat it. It's a great car, and this one's at a great price too. So if you're interested, let me know and I'll get you in touch with the owner. I'm Drivin Ivan Katz.